Hi, my name is Courtney.
I'm Sam.
I'm Shubham.
I'm Sunit.
And I'm Ryan.
And we are the Baraga Lakeside Inn team. We worked at a hotel located in Baraga, Michigan to fix a noise control problem they had in their dining area. When we were approached about this project, we decided to talk to our sponsor, Gary Lubinsky, the owner of the Baraga Lakeside Inn, to talk about the issues that he was facing in the dining area. The Baraga Lakeside Inn team, and I am here today with Gary Lubinsky, who is our sponsor.
I'm Gary Lubinsky, and I contacted Michigan Tech to do a sound analysis on our bar and our elevator room, and we had a bar that was almost like a closet, and we wanted to open it up so that the patrons in the bar could see the water. And so we took some windows out and we made we took the wall out below the windows and had a fairly good opening. But I noticed right away, sitting in the restaurant, that the patrons in the bar were extremely loud. It almost like the bar was amplifying the sound coming through that window. And then we also opened up, or moved the door and took the door off to access from the restaurant to the bar. And so I think that allows a sound transmission. So we're just looking at a way to cut down the noise transmission to make the dining experience a little more enjoyable for our guests. And we also noticed that when our elevator equipment room, the pump kicked on to drive the hydraulic elevator, that there was quite a bit of noise coming through the door. And for a bar patron, that was a little bit annoying. So I thought, well, why not take a look at that too? And I understand we have some good solutions in store for both problems.
Okay, so what would you like to see as a result of the work that we've done?
Well, I'm hoping that, our bar atmosphere is still, it's going to be a popular spot, so there'll be people talking and we'll have a lively atmosphere. But at certain times, we want our dining room to be a little quieter. So I'm hoping that the noise levels can kind of meet each other, and we can find a happy medium to keep both customers happy. And I think that would be a great solution. And if we cut down the noise in the coming from the elevator equipment room, that would be wonderful.
So as Gary mentioned before, there was a large noise control problem between the elevator mechanical room and the bar itself, and that was causing guests to basically it ruined their meals because they wouldn't be able to communicate easily back and forth, so everybody would start raising their voices up and kind of trying to fight over the noise of the mechanical room. So we're going to try to reduce that noise, and we're going to tell you how.
So when we began testing, we tested in both the mechanical room and the bar. So the two pieces of equipment that we needed to do this were the Larson Davis sound level meter and a speaker. So we began by placing the speaker in a constant location in the room, and then moved the sound level meter to 3 different locations around the room, which allowed us to take the average of all of the sets of data. So from this data, we collected the sound pressure levels and the T60 times, which could then help us figure out what the transmission loss was of the rooms.
For our initial data set, we had to take down some calculations and take some measurements at the Baraga Lakeside Inn to see, after our implementations, basically what had happened. So to do that, we took the sound pressure level in both the source and receiver room, and we were able to calculate our room constants because we had also taken the T60 reverberation times. So once we had the room constants, we were able to get the direct transmission loss correlation from one room to the other. And we were able, just for the first round of testing, we got 3.6 decibels for our transmission loss.
After analyzing the data, we decided that putting door seals along the door frame would be the most beneficial for absorbing the sound. So we bought 2 different types of foam, a thinner foam and a thicker foam, and used a combination of the 2 along the frame so that it would absorb the sound and the door would fit snugly. This installation can be seen in the next video. Would be good to have both.
So in addition to the door seals, we also recommend installing some acoustic wedge foam up on the wall and door to help a little more with the noise that transfers through that door. If some of it was absorbed prior to passing through, it would definitely decrease the amount of noise that we hear in our receiver room.
After applying the door seal foam and then doing the same testing, we performed the exact same calculations as we did initially in order to find the transmission loss between the two rooms.
So after our initial and final calculations, we were able to compare our transmission losses from before and after the door seals, and we came up with a change in transmission loss of almost 10 decibels. And this made perfect sense, as after putting in the door seals, immediately we could tell it seemed like the noise was roughly half as loud. So for every 10 decibels, the human ear thinks that things are half as loud, so that made sense to us.
The noise emitted from the mechanical room has greatly decreased because of the installation of the door seals. While there is still some noise, it has greatly decreased and should no longer be a problem for any of the guests or employees working in the Barriga Lakeside Inn bar.
To conclude, we'd like to thank Dr. Andrew Barnard for his guidance through our project.
We would also like to thank Gary Lipinski, the owner of the hotel, for allowing us to come and help him with this problem and for the free pizza.
We would also like to thank William Larson for his constant support throughout the project.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Say when we
You were so natural. What happened?
Mm-hmm.